the truth is this: it hasn't collapsed completely, yet. A housing bubble that swelled for 10 years in Shanghai's core districts is now bursting at the speed of 3. Whoever bought at the top, they're finished. I'm finished. I can't hold on anymore. Prices are falling non-stop. Over the past 2 months, Shanghai's second-hand market has frozen. Homes can't be sold, listings keep piling up, and selling prices are being slashed everywhere. Yesterday, we finally managed to unload a tiny 69.9 square meter unit in Songnan, Baoshan District 5th floor, sold for 1.7 million yuan. But here's the shock: it was bought for over 3 million. That's how desperate the owner was. Why not copy the Century Park strategy, list the old price and let buyers choose to buy or not? In fact, I'm telling all owners now, since you can't sell anyway, raise your prices. Add 10%. If buyers don't want it, that's their problem. Shanghai's housing market isn't about price anymore, it's a race against time. Not who sells highest, but who escapes first. Because every day, the neighbor drops their price harder, and the next neighbor drops even more. 80% of Shanghai's homes are entering the final, painful stage. Soon, the entire city's housing market will completely lie flat. I've watched friends all around me get wiped out. At the 2021 peak, everyone bought with huge mortgages. Now prices have crashed, debts exploded, cars sold, homes dumped. People can't repay loans. Overnight, it feels like every landlord in Shanghai is panic selling. Listings surged to 360,000 units. Owners are willingly sacrificing deposits and years of mortgage payments just to run. Some people don't even have the keys to their new homes yet, and they're already trying to resell. But honestly, who will buy? Who still dares to buy? A few years ago, people pushed prices up together. Today, they push to sell first, terrified that every extra day means losing more. Some owners drowning in debt are slashing prices to the bone just to breathe. Within a few years, Shanghai's once invincible housing market has collapsed. The golden age of nonstop policy boosts, bidding wars, and homes that sold instantly gone. Now, even if you want to sell, no one wants to buy. The so-called wealth miracle evaporated overnight. Huangpu Xintiandi, a true prime district, next to Shanghai Hengchang Jiuli, where billionaires cluster, a golden 2-bedroom right at the subway at its peak, it sold for 13 million yuan. Now the owner, panicked, dropped it to 9 million. Buyers slashed it to 8 million. The landlord's face went pale on the spot. With a market like this, how can anyone in Huangpu sell an old apartment? I still have 3 kids to raise. This collapse is devastating. There's no road left. Sell it first and talk later. Even if you ask for 2.1 million, it may not sell. Prepare yourself mentally. What price can you even accept now? That 2.1 million won't move. People in Shanghai now say, buying a house in 2025 means struggling 20 fewer years than those who bought in 2017. The cruelty of the times lands hardest on ordinary people. A few years ago, Shanghai's real estate was seen as the strongest in China, immune to crashes. Millions couldn't afford to buy. But now, amid mass layoffs and unemployment, everything flipped. China's biggest city is suffering an unprecedented meltdown. Sentiment collapsed. Sellers can't offload their homes. Core districts are being halved. Properties outside the outer ring have fallen below 10,000 yuan per square meter. Authorities began sweeping crackdowns, deploying 60% of the police. Panic spread across the city. Shanghai started banning self-media accounts that dared to talk about falling prices. Netizens said the government was desperate to silence people because they can't hold the market anymore. The housing market has crashed, do you know? One single residential compound suddenly listed 111 judicial auction homes. Shanghai, whether in downtown districts or the suburbs, prices are collapsing. In Jinshan, Fengshen, Lingang, homes are now 700,000 1 million yuan. Many still can't be sold. I bought a home in Shanghai for 3 million. Now it's 1.25 million. I sold 2 houses in my hometown just to make the down payment. It's been 3 years. And now selling doesn't even cover the bank loan. The first 2 years, the drop felt slow, normal ups and downs. Nobody cared. I never expected this year to be not a correction, but a free fall. Prices in old American-style communities have dropped to 2015 levels back 11 years. Of course, you won't see these numbers online. The real prices appear only at negotiation tables, in landlords' living rooms, the moment you prepare to pay the deposit. Today the agent sent me our community's latest prices. I was stunned. Horrified. Here's the unit we sold in July, 227,000 per square meter. Now check the listings, 184,500. Why is it falling so fast? At that listing price, the total is about 1.8 million. In 4 months, it fell from 227,000 to 184,000. 470,000 evaporated. Looking at it makes me want to cry. My phone froze. The video from 3 years ago wasn't a prophecy, it's reality now. The pandemic is over. Shanghai's housing prices are now held up only by policy. But September's policy push was weak. After that, everything collapsed. Even premium developments like Jing'anfu, Jingmao Mansion, and Ruihong projects once seen as top tier are plunging. Recent transaction prices are beyond shocking. Government price caps have simply pushed values back to 2020, but that's the calm before the next wave. This community plunged from 115,000 to 80,000. Songjiang's Nancheng crashed from 30,000 to 10,000. Minhang's Gaoxing Garden collapsed from 110,000 to 40,000. Fengxian tumbled from 20,000 to 9,000. Jinshan dropped from 16,000 to 6,000. Xinjiang slashed from 55,000 to 30,000. Lingang cratered from 40,000 to 15,000. And it's not only the outskirts. Yangpu's Liyun New District plunged from 140,000 to 50,000. Xibei's new village area fell from 200,000 to 110,000. This isn't a dip, it's a cliff dive. Blogger R. Zheng shouted 50% drop on November 30 and got blasted by skeptics. He didn't believe it either until he saw Greenland Xinjiang Qiaocheng. 75 SQM. 2-bed now just 1.95 million. Peak price, 4 million. Sliced in half. For 10 years, property was the safe bet. That myth is dead. Shanghai agent Mr. Cheng warns. Stimulus won't bring prices back. Since 2023, officials have tried stabilization after stabilization, but those measures only slow the fall. They know prices can't realistically rebound. Fewer buyers show up, the lower the market goes. It becomes a vicious spiral. Real estate blogger Fengxian Sister Fang calls the online figures fake and tells people to wait. She predicts prices could sink to 1,000–2,000 yuan per square meter in a couple years. Interest rates will slide with it. Houses everywhere. Buyers know where you might refuse the free ones. Unbelievable in just a few years. Do you know anyone still thinking of buying? Shanghai prices keep bleeding. One community staged a banner protest, zero effect. Some listings saw 0 viewings in 30 days. After watching this, how do you feel? If sellers unify prices and slap 14.6 million on every listing, what changes? Nothing. No buyers. You'll cut again. That staged unity is theater. Behind the scenes, desperate owners will quietly sell at any price because everyone knows the truth. Prices will keep falling. People act in self-interest. Unified price is self-comfort, not a solution. Will it conjure buyers? No. I've seen strong sellers wait, thinking the bottom won't fall further. Now they're stuck. In Qingdao, a house that wouldn't sell at 2 million still failed at 1 million, halved and still unsold. Reality check. Houses are a bubble, concrete and steel pumped up by land premiums, taxes, middlemen, and developer hype. A correction is overdue. Now the rule is simple. If you can sell, sell. If you can exit, exit. Next year, the same unit will almost certainly be cheaper. Let them play their price games. We won't buy. Let's see who cracks first. Buyers or sellers, everyone's bruised, everyone's being played. In 2025, Shanghai is being hammered by ever lower price feeds. New lows keep erasing old ones. Buyers are being cut again and again. Prices inside and outside the outer ring fell by 10,000 yuan. Shanghai's true price system is being exposed. What people thought would be a slow slide turned into a fast free fall. 2 real deals from the 29th of October 2025 prove it. First, Daning Bajiao Garden in Jing'an, once rock solid near the city's Golden Triangle. Listing, 4 million. Final deal, 2 million. Half gone. When liquidity dries, core districts fall faster. A 2 million cut wipes out a decade of family savings and 3 generations' expectations. Even the city center is cracking. Second, overseas Chinese Public Security Academy. Built in 2017. Transaction 800,000. Unit price 9,869. Once hyped as the next big thing, in under 4 years it fell from 22,000 to under 10,000. Even star suburban projects can crash to the basement. Hongkong's district dropping below 10,000 sets a new floor. Shanghai's pricing system is being rewritten. From these cases we see three big trends. The first, core area declines will keep widening. Beijing Gardens fall from 115,000 to 32,000 per seqm isn't recovery, it's a plunge from the clouds to the ground. Second trend, the online uproar over a Japanese actress concert in Shanghai shows how social tensions flare especially among local fans. Shanghai used to be China's most international, most open city. But after lockdowns, the vibe changed and the housing market felt it. Who wants to live where life feels restricted? People want a better life. The city will keep feeling pressure, more will leave. If people can't stand it, they move away. Some places need to wake up and reflect. We all know what's happening. Bottom line, China's economy and its housing market are collapsing.